What's going on to you, crabs? So it looks like an X is coming back. Look, wild stuff. The Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is you crabs, okay? It's the major arcana for the crabs. So you showed up in your own reading, okay? This is about you crabs basically building without a person, and they're very jealous of the fact that you're building without them. You don't need them. You don't need to have them around. And see, the person that you told off, this is not them. This is someone else. So it's like you crabs are thinking to yourselves, what exactly is going on? Where it just seems like you're getting rid of one, goofy in the... Come there. You're getting rid of... That's my dog down there. But you're getting rid of one goofy individual when you tell them off to essentially have a new goofy individual come in that you used to date or hang out with. So a lot of you crabs are, like I said, a lot of you crabs are thinking to yourselves, well, what exactly is really going on? Okay. And it's going to look funny style, but I promise you that's how it is that life turns out. There's been many situations that should have been by coincidence, but come to find out isn't by coincidence, whether it is that people set it up or behind the scenes without my knowledge, obviously, or whether life turned out that way because I needed to essentially learn a lesson. I've told you crabs before. If you don't know, I've had many stalkers. There's many times that I'm from New York City, so there's many times where I've walked to the end of the city block, and then I happen to bump into one of the individuals that I used to hang out with. That was my road dog, or maybe it was somebody who I was romantically interested in. And regardless of to who or to what, like I would just see them around randomly, a lot of them. And it's like, I'm out here doing my thing. What's going on? And that's how it is that it's going to seem like for you. But I want you crabs to understand that, yes, you are in control of your own destiny. It's just that a lot of you crabs are very attractive, and people don't want to let you go. People don't want to let you go. So that's how it is sometimes. They don't want to, they don't want to give you your respect in front of your face, but then at the same time, they don't want to let you go type stuff. It's really stupid. It's really goofy. I don't know how people expect to be in a relationship with somebody that they essentially choose to publicly humiliate, but I don't know what that's about. And then you have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Well, I do know what it's about. I know what it's about, but it's still stupid nonetheless, because it's about breaking your spirit. And then you have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. This goes right back into what it is I was saying to you crabs about a person not wanting you crabs to actually go anywhere, right? It's that weird dynamic right now. The reason why it is I'm saying that it's someone that used to know and know is because of the Six of Cups. So it's someone that is familiar to you, someone that you already have an understanding of, coming back, calling themselves, trying to, you're moving forward, but then here, the energy comes to pull you back. Life is like that sometimes, because it's here to essentially test your resolve to see if you crabs actually are really serious about moving forward. And that if you're not really serious about moving forward, what's going to happen is, if you're not serious, what's going to happen is that you crabs are going to get more exes come back in. Because that's what happened to me, That's how it works, sometimes. Where it's like, you'll say something and you may be wrapped up in something big time. And so the way that the universe works, or the Most High, or whatever you want to call it, your soul, whatever you want to call it, works, is that, you'll get tests to see if you're really serious about actually moving forward. And that if you go with it in a sense of, oh, okay, or all right, what's going to happen to you is you're going to get yourself into a situation where you will end up right back with the person that is the karmic. And I'm not rocking with those with those terms and none of that. I'm just using the term karmic because that's something that a lot of people understand. What I mean by that is the person essentially will be the person that shows you, right? The person that you go with, right? The ex is the person that you see that hasn't necessarily really changed. They're just trying to make it seem like they've changed, but in actuality, they haven't essentially changed whatsoever. And then you come to find out the hard way, like, oh snap, this person legitimately hasn't changed. They're just essentially putting on a facade, right? A fake. They're putting on a mask like they've changed. And sometimes, truth be told, my dear crabs, it's not even necessarily a person that you have dated per se. Sometimes it really comes down to a person that you may have seen potential in, like, okay, this person could potentially be a good option, right? A great option, a wise decision. And then, like, the two of you hang out with one another, and then, like, the person is kind of showing you little signs that they not really built like this. And then if you know what it is that you should be looking for, if you know how to look, if you know the problems that you're looking for, the good things that you should be looking for, just a general understanding of what is good and what is bad, you'll be able to understand, their value went from being new and exciting and a good prospect to an individual where it's now it's like, oh babe, you gotta get your sea legs. um it's new and exciting to now an individual that may not really even be the best, I love you, that may not even really be the best prospect. And it's like that sometimes, you know? And so with this person coming back, right, it's the sense of, yeah, you getting to know other people, but it's the trade-off of, like, you getting to know other people, but then you also have people that you're familiar with coming back too. So it's like you crabs have a whole lot of options, because which route are you going to take? And then the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, this person is essentially determined to get you crabs back, because now it's the idea of, you're too important to me to allow you crabs to just walk out that door. I understand that, you know, that we've lost touch for this reason, that reason, but if I could just have another chance, is their mentality, right? They want another chance. You know, you're too valuable to walk out that door. The reason why I'm saying that is because the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, they want to be committed, but at the same time, right, they know that they messed up. The two of you obviously are not together, and the Four of Pentacles represents them choosing to be stubborn about leaving. So it's this sense of, don't do this, crabs, don't do this to us. We have a good connection. Don't do this to us. We could have an even better one if you allowed this thing to happen. And then so the Eight of Cups now and the Empress represents, so if you get a chance to let this person know what it is, if the two of you get a chance to speak directly, just let them know what it is that you're not interested in them. Because the Eight of Cups represents, if you're not interested, you will have to walk away. The Eight of Cups represents walking away, because this person has essentially gotten their hopes up, and it's not about hints and hinting. We're not even going to play that game over here. They're just ignoring or retconning what actually happened. And when I say retcon, I mean like it's a comic book term of like ignoring, basically, to ignore what really happened. You crabs and them didn't get along. You either had a direct falling out, or you crabs may have decided to stay away from them and not give them a call, or give them no further calls, because you saw something in them where it could turn out to be a problem later on in the future. You know, you crabs know what it's like when you date somebody and it seems like it's a good match, and then the next thing you know, you realize, oh, you and this person are having issues. And see, the situation with that is, you know, you trying to be um decent about it. You're not trying to like disrespect and completely like take away the person's dignity or any of that. That's not what this thing is about, right? You have respect for them, but at the same time, it's a matter of just you just don't want these problems because they are unnecessary, and that you just see that if you get with this person, they are a problem. They're a whole walking problem because everybody got their problems. Okay, everybody got their problems, but you know the difference between when someone has problems versus when someone is the problem, when they've just got so many different just blaring issues that pop up. And what I mean when I say blaring, I mean like noisy, just like noisy issues, boisterous issues, when like they just have these things that pop up there that are important to their life, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And then they just give people that they're in a relationship with, more so specifically you, they just give you an issue. Like here you crabs are trying to essentially get to know them and everything like that, and like it just seems like you and this person just can't see eye to eye because this person this person may not know a whole lot as much as they put on like they do. You know what I'm saying, like they're just attempting to be more intelligent than what they are. They're just trying to put on, and it's like, but then at the same time they kind of, you know what I'm saying, like you won't, like you can't teach them anything. Like, you know how many times I had to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? And like these problems where it's like you can't teach them anything. The two of you can't learn, grow together. They expect to be in a relationship, but they ain't trying to do any learning. That's a dub. It's a dub. Because what you think a relationship is about? Two people stagnating. And what I mean when I say stagnating, I mean two people who call themselves being in a relationship, but they're not growing. The relationship is stuck in a particular frame, right? Netflix and chill. What frame? The two of y'all hang out. Y'all go to the movies. But this is what I mean when I say there's no real progression. Where is this relationship actually going for real, for real? Does this have a purpose, or is it just being stuck on the couch watching Netflix and chill? And this is the stupidity that comes out of people's mouths sometimes, because they want to be married and they on either side, they want to be married, but then they refuse to learn. They refuse to grow. So what do you think the marriage is? The marriage in on itself is supposed to be evidence of growth. A lot of people out here who are telling you, fam, short yellow bus. Let's clarify the empress. So you crabs can't take them personally. You can't be in a relationship with them because you don't take them seriously. You can't take them seriously. So then you have the Fool, the Moon, the Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and then the Four of Cups. This person doesn't want to give up on you, right? Says the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups, right? But Three of Swords, right? They're heartbroken about the two of you not being together. But They have to do the work. The Fool and the Moon, you crabs need to ignore what they've got going on and go find somebody else. And continue to do what you've been doing. Continue to get to know other people and find out what's going on with your romantic life, and never worry about these goofies, because these individuals here are essentially a waste of your time. They really are a waste of your time. Don't you worry about them. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. You crabs are doing an amazing job. You just have to, you've just been putting up with too many exes coming back and trying to be nice. Now it's the time to essentially break their heart and let them know what it is, why you have a problem with them, so that they can stay away from you, so you can start fresh and get to know new people. But that's it. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're actually pushing 18,200 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.